Hey, what's up, y'all? RJ here with CV Tech, and today I'm bringing you an kind of an old phone. This is the LG K7. This is, of course, on Walmart Family Mobile. Now, the reason why I bought this phone is because, as you know, I already have a T-Mobile line. This phone right here is pretty old. It's been out for a while and just really does not have a lot of the features that a newer phone may have. So hopefully, this being powered by T-Mobile, I can put my SIM card in there and it'll work. It does say here this device is locked only to Family Mobile, but we'll see what happens. And if it don't work, then I have a receipt, so it's no big deal. So yeah, I want to just go ahead and do this unboxing here on my channel and everything else. So this is the Family Mobile LG K7. It is 4G LTE compatible, a 5-inch FWBGA touchscreen with art glass. Now this is the same phone as the LG Tribute 5. I think the LG Phoenix 2, stuff like that. A 5 megapixel camera with flash, a quad-core 1.1 gigahertz processor, and a 5 megapixel front-facing camera with selfie light. We'll open up the flap here, and of course you'll see there is the K7. Now this is, like I said, of course, just like the Tribute 5, and if I'm not mistaken, the Phoenix 2, but the Phoenix 2 has more storage and stuff like that. Now, the biggest problem with Walmart Mobile is the fact that you got to buy the phone and then buy the SIM. It does not come with a SIM card like T-Mobile or Cricket, and so you're able to pay like $60 for this phone, which is what this phone cost me at Walmart, plus $20 more for the SIM card. So that's kind of, bad in my personal opinion, but that's just the way that they work and operate. So with all that being said, on the side here's a few more specs, just the same thing that I already read you and everything. So let's go ahead here and get this ripped off here. Now up top, it is glued, so let's hope that it won't be too much of a pain, and it's not. Came off pretty easily there, which was a surprise. So we'll go ahead and open this thing up here and unbox it and just see what and all comes in the box. So we'll set this box over here to the side and we will open up the phone. And I'm really hoping that my T-Mobile SIM card will work with this device, because it would be nice to have a newer phone, even though it's an older type phone, for T-Mobile than what I'm using right now. So of course you have your battery here, which we'll look at the milliamp hour in a minute. You have just your standard LG charger here. Nothing spectacular, nothing fancy, no quick charge, nothing like that. It does have micro USB charger. I got a bunch of chargers, so no big deal there. And of course here you have your product safety warranty, and that is all that comes in the box. So let's go ahead and just put this back in here and get this out of the way. If I can get everything to fit in there the way I want it to. And the battery, we'll go ahead and open up here. And the battery is, not very big. It's 2045 milliamp hour battery. So let's go ahead here and just put this back up, and we'll seal it all back up, because if I return phones, I want phones to be in its pristine condition whenever I return it. So let's go ahead here, and this thing got really dusty. I guess maybe it was the phone. I don't know. Who knows? But this phone is very light. Lighter than I remember. I've not really used the Tribute 5 in quite some time, so I apologize for the well, let me just pause it and wait till I come back. Okay, so upon taking the back out, you will see that it does have your nano SIM card slot there and your micro SD card slot up here. We'll just go ahead and insert the battery, and of course back here you got your volume and your power button here, rear facing camera, and I will throw in the SIM card here in just a little bit to see if it will work, and hopefully it will. So let's go ahead and just peel this off. That's just like really simple to do. And I will always say this, now it does have some plastic around the edges here. As you see, I'll try to pull off one side. I hate these things, but I guess it's just to protect the phone while packaging and all that stuff. So let me go ahead here, remove all these stickers, and I will return in just a couple of seconds. Okay, so one thing that I really like about, I've always liked about the LG K7, Tribute 5, Phoenix 2, is the fact that the phone feels extremely premium for the price point. It has the 2.5D art glass, and it just looks very good. The back feels really good. Of course, you know, if you have the Phoenix 2, Tribute 5, I'm sure the backs are, you know, replaceable. If you crack one and you got another phone just like the same thing, just pop on the back and you're ready to roll. Now in the back here you got your rear camera with flash, power, volume rocker, LG branding, your little small speaker here on the bottom of the phone you have your 3.5mm headset jack, which I do like the headset jacks on the bottom more than the top. Micro USB charging port, microphone there. On the left side it's just a really nice clean chrome look. On the right side it's the same. On top you just have a secondary microphone, and up front here you have your front facing camera. You got your ear speaker here, your 5-inch display, and it really kind of blends in. You can tell it in just kind of lighting right here where the lines go, but looking like this here it's kind of hard to tell, you know, where the lines start and stop. Got your LG branding down here, and of course your on screen keys here. So let's go ahead and give this phone its first boot up. And I will let y'all know in a separate video or on Google Plus or on Instagram once I insert my T-Mobile SIM card, if it does actually work. And if it does, awesome. If it don't, then I know where the store where I bought it came from, so I can just return it. No big deal. But I figured that since T-Mobile does not allow their phones to be sold in stores like Best Buy, Walmart anymore, then I thought, well, Walmart Mobile, it's a push, but I will try it and just see what happens. $60 for this phone is not a bad deal. I just wish it had more storage, but I will get in there and check all of that here in a little bit. So while it's powering on, setting up and doing its thing, I will get it set up and I will come back in just a few minutes. Okay y'all, so we are all powered up and ready to go. Now the phone does look good. Now of course this does not have the greatest screen resolution that you'll ever see. I mean, I'm not really sure this was any different than the Tribute 5. It may be still the same screen resolution. Let me go in here to settings here and just see if it does tell. Maybe I don't really see anywhere where it would tell. Sometimes it does on some phones tell what, you know, screen resolution is and all that kind of cool stuff. But it don't. So we're going to go right here right now. First of all, look at the storage now. This only has 8 gigabytes of storage. I would love to have seen 16 gigabytes of storage in this phone. And I figure being T-Mobile Metro PC or T-Mobile Metro PCS area, it may be 16 gigabytes, but it's not. It's only 8. But you do get 3.7 gigs available, which is better than my Alcatel One Touch Pop Astro that only has 4 gigs total and like maybe 1.5 to 2 gigabytes total. So this here will, you know, suffice for just you know, what I do as far as social media goes and all that kind of stuff. So 3.7 gigabytes available. We'll scroll down here to about phone, and it is running the 5.1.1 Lollipop version. I don't have no idea if it will get Marshmallow, as you see there, a Lollipop, which Lollipop is not a bad Android version. I mean, you know, everybody, there's a lot of people that wants to, you know, the latest and greatest nougat and all that kind of stuff, and that's awesome. I like it myself, but you know, 5.1 to 6.0 to 7.0, I could really care less myself personally. So backing out of here, now I will say this is not like the, you know, the most fluid phone in the world. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it is smooth right now because there's really nothing on the phone. But you do have your T-Mobile stuff, mobile hotspot, all that kind of stuff. Now, I am interested to see if this does support Wi-Fi calling. That would be really awesome if it did. And yes, Wi-Fi calling is available. So it should work with T-Mobile, but I will know here in the next little bit if it does. Now, I'm not trying to make this unboxing very long, but this is a first impressions and first look as well. So I'm just kind of going over a few things. Now, you got your home screen here. Going to home. You got home and easy home, and wallpapers, and the theme is LG, and just all that kind of stuff. Use your apps, location, security, just basically your same stuff that you'll see in every phone. You have tethering, which is, of course, mobile hotspot, which is really nice as well. The screen does look, the screen does look good. I mean, I can't, say the screen looks bad, because it really doesn't. And having that 2.5D art glass, and I will say, this is one phone here, the Tribute 5, that I think that looks extremely professional for the price, with the silver chrome accents here on the sides, with the 2.5D art glass, and the way it's just kind of rounded on the corners and stuff like that. The phone just seems super premium and flagship status as far as appearance looks. So I gotta say, big thumbs up to, LG for making this phone look as good as it really did. It does have the double tap on and double tap off. So of course some like that. I personally don't like it, but everybody is different. And I'm about sick and tired of seeing all of these pop-ups there. Got your drop down here, of course, and it is the old drop down feature. Capture, Wi-Fi, sound, all Bluetooth, rotation, location, sync. Of course, like I always make mention, flashlight. Very important to have if you're in a dark environment. You don't have a flashlight, or like me, live in the middle of nowhere and there's no lights and there's nothing but trees. It's really good to have a flashlight. Airplane mode, you can edit those features as well. I'm currently at 54% brightness. So, it's not the brightest screen in the world, but it is what it is. I'm going to take a brief look into the camera. Now, it does have a 5 megapixel camera in the rear. It does have autofocus, which is really nice. And of course, you can turn the screen around by just swiping down. And there I am right there. And the front-facing camera don't look too bad under this light in here. So I'll get into all of that here in a first thoughts video. But that's just a brief look and my first thoughts on the LG K7 on Walmart Mobile, powered by T-Mobile. Same phone with Metro PCS, T-Mobile. So hopefully, thumbs crossed that when I insert my T-Mobile SIM card, it will actually work, and I have a phone that is more up to date than my previous Alcatel that's been out for like ever. So anyway, if this unboxing was helpful in any way, I know it's an old phone that's been out for quite some time. I think it has 1 gigabyte of RAM and a 1.1 gigahertz quad-core Snapdragon 210 processors, so it's not going to be the most powerful phone on the planet, but it will get me by for what I need to use on T-Mobile. So if this was informative in any way, be sure to hit that like button. I really appreciate it. And if you got any questions or comments, leave it down below in the comment section, and I'll get back with you as soon as possible. If this was informative in any way, then I said that. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so. Hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate it. Y'all have a good one, and we'll see y'all in the next video.